Hello everyone. When I was publishing my first book on programming from scratch, I had to fight to get wholesalers to accept it. There is no market for such books, I heard from a woman working there, so I replied, there are over 100,000 developers working in Poland, and this number is still growing. She was shocked. What for? What are they doing? I needed to explain to her that someone had developed all the applications she uses on a daily basis, and the systems behind them. This experience taught me that people do not realize how numerous the developer community is. Let's start from the beginning. How many developers are there? Most research estimates between 25 and 50 million, so a middle-sized country. Why such differences between estimates? We do not have a central registry of programmers. We also cannot agree who is a programmer and who is not. Is a data scientist a programmer? How about an admin from the IT service who spends all day writing scripts in Python? What about hardware and firmware engineers? The last group is especially problematic. They mostly write code in C, which ranks highly on some programming language rankings but isn't visible at all on others. In TOB, C takes second position, while on GitHub it takes ninth. There is a stunning number of engineers working on such systems worldwide, but they use completely different tools than typical Java or Python developers. Let's get back to the question. How many developers are in our communities? If you listen to that, I assume you live in a developed country, where most software is made. To understand the situation in such places, it is easier to discuss a specific country, so let's choose mine, Poland. Most surveys estimate between 300,000 and 600,000 developers working in Poland. This is roughly 1.5% to 3% of the working population. Of course, the distribution isn't even. You will find no developers in most villages and small cities, but in Warsaw or Krakow, it is hard to throw a rock without hitting a programmer. In Warsaw, there are approximately 150,000 tech specialists, among 1.5 million city residents, so every 10th person. Of course, this cannot be calculated so easily. On the one hand, many of them live outside Warsaw. On the other hand, a large part of the population is not of working age, and the distribution of developers is also uneven across ages and genders. Nevertheless, I did some math and estimated that if you catch a random man between 25 and 35 years old in Warsaw, you have about a 30% chance that he is an IT specialist. I presented exact calculations in my books, JavaScript from scratch and Python from scratch, currently available only in Polish and Ukrainian, but if you are interested, let me know and I will order a translation. However, this pretty well explains a common experience of people joining early adulthood leisure activities, like dance lessons, improv, or a Toastmasters club, and that every third man turns out to be in IT. From my rough check, similar numbers are seen in many large cities in developed countries, from San Francisco through London and Berlin to Bangalore or Seoul. Does it relate to your experience? Let me know in the comments below. That's it, cheers, and see you in next video.